Hello, it's time to give Northern Barrens a review. I'll be covering these 4 topics. You can find all of them, except for the 4th one, in picture format in the video description below if it's more convenient for you. So, why would you level here in the first place? What's the good stuff about this zone, and what's the bad? Well, it's near Orgrimmar. I'm sure for some people this can be a fine thing. There's 16 rare mobs, and in my experience, largely uncontested, so that's a nice chunk of XP waiting for you. The terrain is honestly the highlight of this place. It's almost impossible to get lost here because the earth is mostly flat. Yeah. Lastly, you're guaranteed to ding a lot of times if you bother completing the entirety of this zone, so that's good I suppose. Unfortunately, non-linearity with the quests is an issue. The zone eats up a lot of time, too much time for my taste, and that's because you have to travel between places too often. Alright, time to go analytical. Before I start throwing up numbers, these are the criteria on which they're based. You should know them. All heirlooms equipped, war mode on, completing the whole zone, 100% mount speed, and the Hasty Hearth guild perk, which reduces your Hearthstone's cooldown by 50%. I haven't used any enchants, no consumables, nor did I get help from other players. I've also skipped killing rare mobs. So I've done this zone a couple of times already, and I've settled on 1 hour and 50 minutes being the average time to complete the zone without going AFK, dying, or taking breaks. Depending on from which level you start, this is how many times you can ding in the Northern Barrens. Now we can deduce how many times you can ding per hour elapsed. As a reminder, there's 16 rare mobs in this zone, so it's more than likely that you can go a bit above the values I've listed here. So, because this zone's quest lines suffer from non-linearity, I have decided to chart an optimal route to avoid spending more time here than necessary for you. Unfortunately, I don't have the means to implement this stuff into an add-on, so we will have to settle with this map for now. This is where you start, and this is your first path. Once you complete number 1, head back and return the quests, then do part 2. The same approach applies to every other part. Yes, I know this looks extremely chaotic, but it starts making more sense if you invest a couple of minutes to study this map, trust me. If you got any questions, ask them in the comments, I'll try to answer them ASAP. So, this is the route to complete the whole zone, but I recommend you do this one instead if you're short on time. So, that's my analysis. To sum it all up, I would rate the zone as a solid mid-tier. The Achilles heel of the zone is its size and the time it takes to move from one place to another. I hope you like the style of this video. It's a different approach compared to my other review vids. Let me know what you think about it. Every feedback is precious to me. Subscribe if you want to see more, unsubscribe if you hate me. Follow me on Twitch if you want to see me being shit at video games. Have fun leveling, or at least try to. Until another time.